Okay, so just real quick, because I am not going to be talking while I'm making this one, I wanted to do just a little introduction to go with it, to explain what this soap is. This soap is a custom order that I was doing for a local museum in our area. Actually, it's called the Pensacola Historic Village in downtown Pensacola. So I was doing soaps for them, and we wanted to do a soap that was pretty much just a soap that would be recognized just for Pensacola. So Pensacola is known as the City of the Five Flags. So this soap is going to include 3 different layers. Each layer is going to represent the certain flags that have flown over Pensacola since it became whatever countries were the ruling powers or whatever in Pensacola's past. So it is one of the oldest cities in the United States, if not the oldest city. There's kind of a rivalry between St. Augustine and Pensacola for being the oldest city in the United States. Right now, I believe pretty much everybody thinks St. Augustine, but there are people tell you that it was actually Pensacola. But anyway, this soap has a lot of layers, and I was trying to do a different swirl for each layer. So 3 different swirl techniques that I worked into each layer. All of the colors I'm going to let you know all of the colors that I've used in each layer. Most of them, I believe all of them, are from Nuture soap. The fragrance oil that I'm going to be using, I'll put down in the description box for you, as well as a scent description. The soap will be called the Five Flags, and it is still available on our website. We've had a lot of personal things going on. My mom has a pretty serious health condition, so I've had to take off a week or so, and it's just been hard to do a lot of soap making and to concentrate on that kind of stuff in the past couple of months. But I'm trying to do more videos. I appreciate all of our new subscribers that we've gotten, and I hope that you enjoy this video, and let's just go make some soap. was a custom order for a local business. They are into historical things for the local community, Pensacola area. So I wanted to do a soap that was kind of inspired by, not kind of, is inspired by the local flags of the area that have flown over Pensacola. So they call it the City of the Five Flags because 5 flags have flown over Pensacola at some point in its history as the United States, or while it's been part of, well, whatever country it was part of at the time. So 5 flags. We have the red, white, and blue layer, which actually represents 2 or 3, actually 3, because it is, was under the British flag. So the Union Jack, and then the Stars and Stripes, and I can't remember what the other one was called. It was during the Civil War, and it was red, white, and blue flag that flew in the southern portion of the United States because of during the Civil War it was a Confederate state. So also we have the Spanish flag, which is a version of the Spanish flag, not as it would have been when it would have flown over Pensacola. So that was a red and yellow, which their flag is still, their colors are still red and yellow, but the flag is slightly different in design than it was at that time. And then the French flag is actually a lot different, and it would have been blue and white with like a fleur-de-lis. That would have been the flag that flew. So we have the French flag, the Spanish flag, the Confederate flag, and the British flag, and the flag for the United States. So all 5 of those flags have flown over Pensacola. So they are each represented in one layer of the soap. Well, several, like the red, white, and blue, obviously we're gonna have to do. It is why it's the main portion, because there are 3 different flags that are represented for the red, white, and blue. And then we have the red and yellow, and then the blue and white. And these, each layer I wanted to do a different pouring technique or swirling technique in each one. And I'm gonna put that in the beginning of the video. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and, I'm using my multi-bag cutter, and it doesn't have a name yet. I really wanna give it a name. We're using it for the first time on a video. I've actually already tried it out because I couldn't hold myself back. I was gonna do a video unboxing, but I had too many soaps to cut and not enough time. So we went ahead and used it already, but I actually am so in love with it. It's a little more difficult to clean than I would have thought, but a little more time consuming than I thought it was gonna be. But just to get the bars cut, it is awesome. So we're gonna go ahead and get this cut up. And I kind of thought by the way people struggle that this was going to be a lot harder to do, but it turns out it wasn't that. It really doesn't take that much pressure. I don't know if maybe it's just because I work on a farm and throw around 50-pound feed bags, it might make it a little easier. I don't know, but anyway, it wasn't that bad. So these are still a little sticky because it's so humid out. But see how these different layers turned out. We have the red, white, and blue, which I just did a chopstick swirl with a drop swirl, and then ran a chopstick through it. And then this one was an in the pot swirl that I kind of did a little differently, just different in the natural base. And then the top one was meant to be a little thicker than it actually turned out to be, but it's still quite representative of the blue and the yellow. Actually, I said blue and white. It was blue and yellow, which was the flag for the French flag at the time. All right, so got that. So these all look pretty darn cool. I really love the red, white, and blue. I did a red, white, and blue soap last year for the 4th of July time in the summer, and ooh, look at that one. That one is awesome. That kind of really cool swirl right there. And I did 2, so I'm gonna pull some from the other. I already cut it up a couple of days ago. It was one of the ones I wanted to try out. This one, for some reason, same soaps, but 2 different, the same molds even, and it still didn't come out of the mold as easily as the other one did, so who knows? Go figure. All right, so that one is out of this one. I'll pull a couple out from the other one. And you can see a little bit more definition in the layers of in the swirl of that one. And a little more evenly spaced out, because I think this one has a little bit more red, white, and blue than this one does. So this one's just slightly different, but still the very same soap. Oh, and that one's really cool too. They kind of look at the little swirls in there. Isn't that awesome? It looks kind of psychedelic. Or like two little eyes, or like painting, some kind of weird artist rendition of something. Super cool. All right, so that is our 5 flag soap for the Pensacola area, and our history of having 5 flags flying over. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave us a thumbs up and a comment if you so desire. We really appreciate it. And thank you so much for watching, and you have a very blessed day.